Hello and welcome to another Throne and Liberty video. My name's Brian if you happen to be new to the channel, but returning subscribers, they already know they're freaking legends, and thank you so much for coming in and checking out today's video. Now, for those of you who voted in the poll, yes, actually I have a baby girl now. We're home, settled, and her name is Molly, and thank you guys so much for the loving support. I've been away for a little bit, but coming back today, getting home and getting settled has been wonderful because we actually have Throne and Liberty news. I'm going to share with you guys what I can. Here's what's going to be public, and I'm going to share with you guys also some of the theories that we're talking about behind the scenes. Welcome in, everybody, and be sure to hit that like button because it's a great way of helping the content out in the algorithm, but I'm going to let you make that choice for yourself. If I earn it, be sure to do it. And if you guys like Throne and Liberty and MMORPG discussion and topic videos, this is the right place to be. And I welcome you guys in if you are officially new. So, first and foremost, we have some dates. This right now, as a part of the announcement, is for South Korea. Is there going to be a US version of this? Yes. Is it going to happen in May? Stay tuned. I'll be sure to make sure you guys get the most up-to-date information as soon as possible. But starting from May the 2nd, which is also the day that we're going to have Redfall. Very excited about that game. Playing it on PC so I can get at least 60 frames per second. Random burn there. But anyway, May 2nd to May 14th, sign up. Now, if you guys are interested in checking out a VPN, there's a lot of really good options out there. I'm not getting paid to say this, but I use ExpressVPN. I have an affiliate link in the description. And if you guys like the content, just need for you to click on it. You don't actually have to sign up. That will actually help me out as well, because maybe they'll sponsor a video or two here in the near future. But I've been using ExpressVPN. I will be signing up for the South Korean version, as I've played several South Korean games before. It's a great service. It works really, really well. Again, not sponsored. I absolutely love the service and have been using it for a long time. Now, on that note, the beta itself is going to run from the 24th to the 30th. Here's the weird thing about all of this. They already had the quote-unquote final test with a weird name. Now, this tells me a couple things, and this is actually a good thing. As a software developer, what we're seeing here is all positive. This should be taken as all positive. And the reason why is they had the final test, they got a lot of good feedback, and they're implementing some of it. They said that some of the feedback that they got, they don't necessarily agree with. That's fine. You're not always going to agree with every bit of feedback that you get, but they're listening and they're implementing and they're taking time to do so. While we're all eager to play this game, while we're all looking forward to playing this game, at the end of the day, it's going to be better if they're listening and they're taking in positive feedback and making the game overall better, because everybody hands down knows this from the bottom of their heart. For a lot of people, you only get one shot. It's unfortunate, especially in games as service games. I see these players all the time. I don't understand those kind of players either, but you burn them once and they're just done forever. So them taking their time to do this kind of beta test, I think, is going to be important. What do the dates tell us, though? We already know that they're shifting out of the first half of the year into what's targeted third quarter. We've seen some rumored leaks about October. Again, I've said this, and I said this privately, and I'll say it publicly to you guys. There's absolutely a beta in May called that. I don't necessarily actually agree with the October assessment for the launch of the game, and there's many reasons why, but we can cover that in more discussion videos down the line. All right, let's back this up. May, that's going to be the date. I'm going to try to do my best to get into this. I'm going to be playing it in South Korea. As soon as we have, global or Western version beta dates, I'll be sure to give you guys those. But I am actually leaning into May as well, namely because they're getting the throneandliberty.com site moving. It's not public yet, but as soon as we get some of that, I could expect that we'll start to learn more about that here in May, because they've been doing an internal test, an internal alpha for Amazonians, and I'm really looking forward to being able to bring you guys more information as soon as possible. So just keep, if you're not willing to sign up for a VPN, I don't know if there's going to be too many hoops, but if I'm able to get signed up, just note I will be putting a guide together for you so that you can hopefully jump through and get in as easily as possible. With South Korea games, it can be a bit of a challenge. Sometimes they put various different phone number registrations and verifications, so note that there might be some hoops that we have to jump through, but I'm going to hopefully jump through those hoops and we'll hopefully get some hands-on impressions if we're not given a global version of the beta here to test. And I'm really hoping that we actually get the global version. I'm really hoping that it's in May, but I would expect that if it doesn't land in May, we're talking about June or early July. But yes, we're talking about third quarter for this game's release at this point. And if there's any other delays or things like that, we'll be sure to let you guys know. So I think this is all positive news. I think this is all something to be very excited about. I think we have a lot of things going for us in a positive direction, namely because we're getting this kind of information. Here's the downside, though, save a little bit of a negative towards the end of the video, as my phone dings me. Because I think one of the things that we've been excited about with Throne of Liberty is its mystery. The more people who get to play it, the more people like me, content creators, whether you like us or you don't, like one of the reasons why I like being a hobbyist content creator, somebody who's passionate but also goes to work, also has a family and tries to balance all of this together, sometimes successfully, sometimes unsuccessfully, is that I feel like I'm more like a regular gamer as opposed to somebody who's just like grinding on all the hottest trends all the time. But that being said, no matter what, getting hands in, getting, playtime with the game will actually start to answer questions that we don't have answers to. And one of the beautiful things about Throne of Liberty for me up to this point is its mystery. And with betas and stuff like this, that mystery will start to have more of a solid approach, more of a foundation for a real game. And that's going to rub some people the wrong way. When it comes down to MMOs, if you do not believe what I'm about to tell you, let it permeate in the back of your mind for a little while before you comment and tell me I'm an idiot. But I do believe that whenever MMOs are on the horizon, whenever they're announced, in our minds we build this perfect MMO, this utopia. And every time a game becomes more solid, it clashes against that utopian expectations. It's one of the big reasons why I look at some of the content creators out there, not naming names, but that's where I get frustrated, is that every fault of any MMO isn't a true fault. It's a fault against their wildest expectations. And that's where you'll see with Riot's MMO, when it comes more into view, you'll see people who will be disappointed because the Riot's MMO is the perfect MMO because we know nothing really about it. We're seeing that problem with Ashes. The more people see of Ashes, the more frustration they get, where before they were all in on it. And that's just because, again, we build up these expectations for games that just don't exist. And then, of course, we get disappointed because they cannot live up to that. But that being said, that critique of mine of us as a human race out of the way, I'm very much excited to actually get information about this game, to give that information to you guys in ideally the best and fastest and less BS way as possible. But anyway, a lot of people don't like how I mispronounce words. But if you do not care how I speak with my dyslexia and my reading impediment from time to time, well, then you're in the right spot. Thanks, guys, so much for your time. Thanks so much for the thoughts and prayers, especially as we welcome our new baby daughter into the fold. We'll have to be getting her up to speed on all these games as I've been building out my own raid team. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful day wherever you guys are. Thanks so much for listening. Hopefully I will see you in the comments below. And if you guys want to be a part of the ever-growing Discord, links are all in the description for you guys as well. Thanks for listening. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. But until then, take care.